Hi, I'm Arun. In this video, I'll introduce our new Blender add-on, OneAtlas. So what is OneAtlas? Usually, if you have a model with many different parts, each piece might have its own separate texture. In some cases, like creating assets for WebAR or experiences where you need to swap textures in real time, for example, changing the wood on a chair's legs or the fabric on a sofa, you need a single 3D file, .glb, where all the textures are combined into one single image. This process is called creating a texture atlas. Our add-on, OneAtlas, is designed to do exactly that. It takes multiple objects with different textures and bakes them all down into one optimized texture map. Let's get started. Here, I have a basic sofa model made of 3 parts: the wooden legs, leveler, the main structure, and the cushions. This is the OneAtlas add-on panel. To start, select all the objects you want to combine. You can give your new texture atlas a name. For this, I'll name it Sofa. I already have some materials prepared. This is a sofa, so I'll apply a fabric material. Now the fabric is applied, but the texture mapping doesn't look right. I'll quickly use another add-on, UV King, to fix the UVs. This isn't a tutorial on UV unwrapping, but I'll stack the UV islands of similar repeating parts. Stacking UVs saves a lot of texture space, especially when the same texture is used across multiple areas. I'll do the same for the other parts, quickly packing and arranging the UVs. For the wooden legs, I'll scale the UVs down since they don't need as much detail. Now all the parts have their materials and UVs set up, a beech wood for the legs and a nice fabric for the sofa. Next, I'll select all the objects. In the OneAtlas panel, I've already named it Sofa. A resolution of 2048 by 2048 is fine. For now, I only need the diffuse color map, so I'll select that. I'll also make sure the Backup Originals option is enabled. Now I'll click the OneAtlas button. The add-on now tells me to go to the UV Editor N panel. I've designed this as a step-by-step process because manual adjustments often give better results. In the UV Editor, you'll find the OneAtlas panel. Here, I'll click Auto Pack All. This automatically arranges the UV islands from all the objects into one layout. As you can see, the add-on has grouped the UVs for each part. Here are the legs, the seat, and the cushion. If you want to make manual adjustments for a better fit, you can. You can move, rotate, and scale the UV islands to use the space as efficiently as possible. Once you're satisfied with the UV layout, there's an important feature here called Save UV Memory. This saves the current UV layout. Why is this useful? Imagine you have the same sofa but want to create 5 different color variations. You can apply different materials and then use Apply UV Memory to use this exact same UV layout, ensuring all your texture variations work perfectly without redoing the UVs every time. Now that the UV arrangement is done, I'll click UV Work Done, Proceed to Bake. This takes me back to the 3D View panel, where I can now click Bake Textures. The add-on will now bake all the individual textures into a single texture map based on the UV layout we just created. After a few moments, the process is complete. The final step is to finalize. Here it is. All the separate parts have been combined into a single mesh with a single material and one texture atlas. The original objects are safely hidden in a backup collection. You can see the baked image where all the different textures have been combined into one. We didn't bake roughness or normal maps, which is why it looks a bit flat, but the process is the same for all texture types. Now, if I want to create another version with different textures, I can simply change the materials on my original object. For instance, I'll apply a lighter wood and a different fabric. I'll name this version Sofa 2 to avoid overwriting the first one. I'll select the objects and click OneAtlas. In the UV Editor, instead of arranging the UVs again, I'll just click Apply UV Memory. It uses the exact same layout we saved earlier. Then I'll proceed to bake. After baking and finalizing, you can see the new version next to the old one. They're identical meshes, but with different textures. Now, check this GLB with textures in digib.n website. This was my site to check our add-on functions.
Here, you give one color object. Now, see the major. When I press the drop-down, then select another texture, 3D model texture was changed. This was very helpful for augmented reality project texture swapping. This workflow is incredibly powerful for creating variations for real-time applications like web viewers or game engines, where you can easily swap textures. The add-on streamlines the entire process of creating optimized Atlas textured models. That's our new add-on, OneAtlas. It's simple, easy to use, and very handy. It's now available on the Blender Kit. If you're interested, please check it out. Thank you for watching.